Quarterback Colin Kaepernick says he has unfinished business in the NFL and he's willing to be a backup quarterback in order to get himself back in the league and get it done. Colin Kaepernick spoke with former NFL stars, wide receiver Brandon Marshall and Chad Johnson, and cornerback Adam Pac-Man Jones in an interview with the I Am an Athlete podcast, where he detailed his journey since being blackballed by the NFL in 2016. "I know I have to find my way back in," he said. "Yeah, if I have to come in as a backup, that's fine, but that's not where I'm staying. And when I prove that I'm a starter, I want to be able to step on the field as such." Colin Kaepernick has not been able to land a job with an NFL team since he began to take a knee to protest police brutality and racial injustice during the national anthem as a member of the San Francisco 49ers in 2016. He last played for the team of the Bay Area in 2017 and opted out of that contract, but was not signed anywhere else. He worked out with the Seattle Seahawks later that year. However, head coach Pete Carroll already had a starter with then-team quarterback Russell Wilson, who was traded to the Denver Broncos this off-season. And then again, Russell Wilson was a much better option than Colin Kaepernick. And at the time, Colin Kaepernick, no way was he taking a job as a backup against a proven starter. Prior to his lengthy hiatus, Kaepernick was one of the league's most exciting quarterbacks. With a blitz of a throwing arm and a sprinter-like speed, Kaepernick took the team in the league by storm. After taking over the reins as a 49ers starting quarterback back in 2012, Kaepernick led the 49ers to a 5-2 record. He added to his legacy in the playoffs, slicing and dicing Green Bay's defense in the air and on the ground en route to a 45-31 victory. It was the highlight of a wonderful campaign for the then second-year quarterback, who fell just short of winning a Super Bowl, losing 20-17 to the Baltimore Ravens. The longtime 49ers quarterback enjoyed a fairly successful stint in San Francisco, throwing for 72 touchdowns while rushing for another 13 compared to just 30 interceptions. Still, despite his impressive exploits in San Francisco, Kaepernick has failed to receive an NFL contract offer. Cap last suited up for the 49ers in 2016. In 11 starts, he threw 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions and racking up nearly 2,700 yards from scrimmage. While training for an NFL comeback, Kaepernick has been busy. He wrote a children's book, I Color Myself Different, that was published this month, and his high school years are the subject of a Netflix series called Colin in Black and White, which was released last year. He also launched an initiative earlier this year through his You Know Rights campaign that will offer free secondary autopsies to family members of anyone whose death is police-related. Kaepernick recently threw to undrafted receivers for NFL scouts at halftime of Michigan's spring game at the invitation of Jim Harbaugh, his former San Francisco 49ers coach. In an interview with I Am an Athlete, Kaepernick noted that both of his 49er coaches, Harbaugh and Chip Kelly, said he made the locker room better, contrasting a narrative that he will be a distraction for any team that signs him. Kaepernick said he ultimately wants to win a championship. I need to finish that. My mentality isn't just to go out. Oh, I want to compete. No, I want to win a championship, he said.